morning, everyone. Today's topic is hypervisors and their potential benefits for our organization. Hypervisors are a fascinating technology with the power to transform how we manage our IT infrastructure. But before we dive deep, Jack Soon, can you give us a quick overview of what a hypervisor is and how it works?
Absolutely, Lim Boon Kun. Imagine a physical server as a piece of real estate. A traditional server can only run one operating system at a time, like a single tenant in an apartment building. A hypervisor, on the other hand, acts like a skilled architect. It carves the server's resources, CPU, memory, storage, into virtual apartments called virtual machines, also known as VMs. Each VM can house a different operating system, essentially allowing you to run multiple independent computers on a single physical server.
That's an interesting analogy, but with multiple tenants, security becomes paramount. How secure are VMs compared to physical machines?
Excellent point, Adrian. Security is a shared responsibility. While hypervisors offer features like sandboxing to isolate VMs, we still need to implement proper security protocols for each VM, just like securing individual apartments within a building. However, with proper configuration, VMs can be just as secure as physical machines, if not more.
As a developer, I'm often juggling different environments for development, testing, and production. How can hypervisors streamline this process?
Hypervisors are development's dream. You can create separate VM for each development stage. This isolates any bug or errors within their respectively VM, preventing them from affecting other environments. Imagine having a dedicated testing kitchen VM where you can experiment freely without impacting the production environment. Additionally, you can configure each VM with specific software and libraries needed for different development phase, saving you valuable time and frustration.
Efficiency is the key. The hypervisor unlock a new level resource optimization. We can dynamically allocate resources to VMs based on their needs. Need to handle a sudden spike in a website traffic? We can quickly spin up to new VMs to handle the workload. Similarly, we can decommission unused VMs, freeing up resources for other tasks. This flexibility is perfect for cloud-based applications that experience fluctuating demands.
Ang Khai, that brings up an interesting point. Our company is considering a cloud migration strategy. How can hypervisor help with this transition?
In several ways, Zhe Xian. We can migrate existing physical servers to VMs first. This virtualizes our infrastructure, making it easy to move those VMs to cloud. Additionally, hypervisors are often compatible with many cloud platforms, reducing compatibility ahead during migrations. Some cloud providers even offer hypervisor-based service, allowing us to leverage them in infrastructure and expertise.
So far, we have discussed the potential benefits of hypervisors, server consolidation, resource optimization, improved development workflows, and smoother cloud migration. However, no technology is perfect. Adrian, are there any drawbacks to using hypervisors that we should be aware of?
Valid concern, Boon Kun. The initial investment in hardware can be a factor. Running multiple VMs requires a powerful server with sufficient processing power and memory. Additionally, managing a virtualized environment can have a steeper learning curve compared to managing physical machines. We need to consider the skills and expertise within our IT team and potentially investing in training or additional tools for hypervisor administration.
Those are valid points, Adrian, but let's not forget the potential cost savings. Server consolidation can free up physical hardware, and efficient resource allocation can reduce overall IT infrastructure costs. Additionally, the increased productivity benefits for developers and the flexibility of cloud migration can lead to significant long-term gains.
Absolutely! Before making a decision, let's explore specific visor solution and their pricing models. We should also access our existing IT infrastructure and team capabilities. A work plan and phased implementation can help mitigate initial challenges.
Alright team, so we have discussed the benefits of hypervisors, but there are different types of varying architectures. Jackson, can you walk us through the main categories?
Yeah, absolutely. There are three main types. The first type, Type 1 hypervisor, bare metal. This runs directly on the server hardware, providing the most direct access to resources. For example, including the VMware EXXI and Microsoft Hyper-V. For the second type, Type 2 hypervisor hosted. This installs on top of an existing operating system, offering less direct control but easier setup. Examples are included VirtualBox and VMware Workstation Player. For the third type, the microvisor, this is a lightweight hypervisor designed for embedded system or containers. It has a smaller footprint and lower resource overhead, for example including the KVM and the hypervisor lid.
Security-wise, how do these types differ? Are there any inherent vulnerabilities?
That's a crucial question, Ang Khai. Type 1 hypervisors are generally considered more secure because they have direct control over hardware and run with fewer privileges compared to a hosted hypervisor. However, all types require proper security configuration for the VMs themselves.
As a developer, are there any performance difference between the types? Would some be better suited for development environments?
Yes, Zhe Xian. Type 1 hypervisors offer the best performance due to their direct hardware access. This makes them ideal for resource-intensive development workloads. However, Type 2 hypervisors can still be sufficient for basic development needs.
Looking at the cloud deployments, are there any specific hypervisor types that works better?
Excellent point, Ang Khai. Type 1 hypervisors are dominant in cloud environments due to their scalability and security. Many cloud providers offer their own custom hypervisor solutions built on top of platforms like KVM or Xen.
So, when choosing a hypervisor, it seems that the architecture plays a big role. Are there any other factors to consider?
Absolutely, Zhe Xian. We need to weigh our specific needs against the advantages and disadvantages of each type. Factors like budget, existing infrastructure, desired performance level, and security requirements will all come into play.
We can also explore hybrid approaches, where we use a combination of Type 1 and Type 2 hypervisors depending on the workload.
That's a great suggestion, Jackson. By taking a comprehensive approach, we can choose the hypervisor solution that best optimize our IT environment.
Alright, now on to question 2. I trust you all have read through the question properly, and so I'll give you all just a brief summary about it. So we're going to discuss about a real-world IT challenge faced by MyTax Advisory, a leading Malaysian tax firm. Imagine they have years of client data stored on desktops along with various tax software versions used over the years. Now they face a dilemma. Their client base is growing and they need to upgrade their computers.
Upgrading sounds essential, but what about the old software and data? Won't switching operator system render them unusable?
Exactly, Ang Khai. Losing access to past client data would be a nightmare for their service.
That's a valid concern. Additionally, Jackson, what are some challenges that they might face if they can't locate the installation CDs for these older software versions?
The challenge we might face is reinstalling them on new machines would be a time-consuming hassle. Plus, there's the risk of compatibility issues with the newer operating system.
Oh, security is also another big concern. Upgrading to new operating systems might introduce vulnerabilities, and downloading unknown software can harbor malware.
These are all crucial points to consider. But what if there was a way to upgrade desktops while maintaining access to older software and also test new software applications in a secure environment?
Enter hypervisors, Adrian. There are software tools that allow you to run multiple operating systems on a single physical computer.
So we are talking about creating virtual machine within a computer?
Precisely, Ankai. Think of each VM as a separate, isolated environment. This allows my tax advisory to, number one, maintain access to legacy software. Create a VM with the old operating system and tax software specifically for accessing past client data. This way, upgrading desktops to new operating systems wouldn't affect their existing software functionality. Secondly, test new software securely. Create separate VMs for evaluating new tax software applications. This isolates the testing environment, preventing any potential malware or spyware from affecting the main system. You can test various software options within these VMs without compromising core data and operations.
That sounds like a great solution. It addresses both our concerns, keeping access to past data and testing new software securely.
But Zhe Xian, before implementing hypervisors, are there different types to consider?
Absolutely, Ankai. There are three main options. Type 1, hypervisor bare metal. It offers the most direct access to resources but requires a powerful server, which might be overkill for some small firm like My Tax Advisory. Type 2, hypervisor hosted. Easier to set up but might have slightly lower performance compared to Type 1. This could be a good option for My Tax Advisory to balance ease of use with performance needs. And third, we have Microvisor. It's designed to embed system or containers potentially suitable for specific testing environments with lower resources requirement.
Oh, so choosing the right hypervisor depends on factors like performance needs, budget, and existing infrastructure at My Tax Advisory.
Exactly, Jackson. By carefully evaluating their needs and the available hypervisor options, My Tax Advisory can leverage this technology to overcome their upgrade challenges and explore new software solutions securely.
This hypervisor concept seems like a powerful tool for businesses to manage their IT infrastructure.
Agreed. It offers a way to bridge the gap between legacy systems and modern needs while maintaining a secure environment.
I'm glad we had this discussion. I can see how hypervisors can be valuable tool for many organizations.